Happy birthday to you.
30 years from now, when you're passing through town, you call up your best buddy like, hey, is your house open?
Can I tell you what has been a game changer ever since college?
Hey everybody, we are Micah and Josiah and with our lives combined doing ministry. It is over 25 years of experience. So we are here today at Crown College.
Check out this gorgeous chapel. I mean, are you kidding me? You got such an inspiring environment to learn, to worship Jesus. We're preaching in chapel.
Yep.
And then we're also, I just love this place. We're also doing live podcasts today and on Friday. And it is so fun. Let's go get these questions about adulting for our podcast, Young Adulting Today. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Okay, that's awesome. How old?
22.
Bro, can we give you a birthday gift?
What?
Young Adulting Today. Micah and I, we got a birthday gift for
Really?
you. Yeah.
What do you got?
You have Venmo?
I do.
How about $25 birthday cash?
Okay, wow. I appreciate it. Thank you. What a great guy. What a great guy. Watch Young Adulting Podcast today.
What's the hardest part about being adult in 2026?
I'd just say staying on top of a busy schedule.
You know, I'd say that sums up a lot of life, right? There's so many things going on in your life and calendar and, okay, couple more.
I would say just the business of life, like schedule and stuff, so just like keeping up with things. So.
All right, fellas.
Time management. A lot of things to do, not a lot of time to do it.
Can I tell you what has been a game changer ever since college? When I was a college student, I was like you. I was a full-time college student. I was interning at my church. I had a part-time job, 20, 30 hours a week, and I was playing baseball. It was a lot, you know, school, work, studies, internship, baseball, practice, all of it. I was overwhelmed. I thought I was gonna burn out. What I ended up doing, first of all, is just writing out on a calendar, Sunday through Saturday, when is my day off? When am I gonna be a human being and not just a human doing? But then just having that daily calendar, I still do it. I'm 34. 16 years, every week, all 52 weeks, writing down what are the biggest priorities. Because what I get on my to-do list, it doesn't always get done. What I put on my calendar, it usually gets done.
New friend, what's your name?
Lissa.
What is something that they should look for in a mentor? And how do you ask for somebody to have permission to speak into that area of your life? Like what advice? Where do they start?
Yeah. I think notice someone who is already intentional in the way that they like pursue a relationship with you. I noticed that with one of my mentors, Shannon Bry. She also works here at Crown. But something about her is she always just noticed the little details. And I feel like it was definitely the Lord in just the sense of how she saw things in me that maybe I didn't. And I think that's a huge thing too, is just when you're seeing a mentor, like recognizing somebody who maybe sees things that you don't necessarily recognize, but there's so much beauty in that because God places people in our lives to like help equip us and to keep us accountable as we grow, just like as individuals and in our faith.
I think that's amazing. I think the stat is 2 out of 3 young adults will say they do not feel like they have a caring adult in their life, whether it's a parent, a grandparent, a coach, a pastor, anybody close. What has having a mentor done for you specifically that maybe you wouldn't be where you are because somebody saw something in you and believed in you when you didn't know how to believe in yourself?
I think it's helped when it comes to, I used to struggle a lot with like people pleasing and having somebody who is older than me that I ultimately like, I want them to think highly of me, kind of put me in my place time and time again was just so like, it was like healthy. And I think my parents just structured that very well for me growing up, but I think it's different and it's impactful in the sense of when it's someone who you didn't grow up your whole life knowing that is able to see things in you and call things out and also like give you things in support of what you may be struggling with. So I think that's the biggest thing that
I love
Students, your name is?
Isaiah.
What's the hardest part of adulting?
I think just like budgeting, especially with the economy just like kind of going down right now. So
What emotion does that give you? Is it fear? Is it uncertainty, doubt?
I try not to think about it, to be honest, but like I just know that like God's got me, so I don't really try to worry about things. So
He will keep in perfect peace, Isaiah says, those whose minds are fixed on him. So you're saying for you, when you think about God, it changes your stress about money?
yeah.
Whoa, I love that. If you could ask Micah and I, Micah, you can hop in. If you could ask us one thing about It could be money, faith, theology, life, adulting. We have a podcast called Young Adulting Today. Like, what question keeps you up at night, or what question do you wish you had an answer for?
What's your like go-to way, I guess, to best at managing expectations in personal relationships?
Whoa, well, I have found this in relationships when I have, let's take you and me for example. If I have expectations of you that you don't know about, you're not a mind reader. I'm not a mind reader. So if you have expectations of me and I don't know about them, it's going to lead to frustrations. And so I would say first communicate your expectations, ask for what you expect, ask for what you desire. Okay, so like Midwest, there's kind of this thing of like passive aggressive, and you don't seem like that, but I think the culture sometimes around here is like people won't tell you to your face how they really feel, and that's detrimental in relationships. I think you need to be direct. Clarity is kindness. Micah, I'm phoning a friend. What else would you say about the best ways to like, did I get your question or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Best way to manage people's
Yeah,
expectations.
beautiful.
The best way to manage expectations, I think, are to make your requests known and to have open conversation and dialogue with anybody involved, whether it's a romantic relationship, whether it is with friends, because when you're managing everybody else's expectations, the bar that they're holding you to, we're continually failing if we don't know the expectations placed on us. And I would say that no is still an answer, because so many times I think we're yes people, like, yes, I don't want to offend people, or yes, I can commit to this, yes, I can do X, Y, and Z, but really realizing like my bandwidth right now is actually a no, or the expectations that you're placing on me, are you reciprocating those? So I think so many times expectations may be placed on us that we're not living up to because we don't know about. But then if the expectations of a good friendship is being honest and authentic and transparent, am I experiencing that from the other person? So I think we just have to be mindful of what expectations are being placed on us and how does that translate into the other person or the other side of the equation or friendship. So
If 63% of Gen Z and Gen Alpha say that they're experiencing chronic loneliness, how have you found friends on a college campus?
I think you just got to put yourself out there. You just got to be intentional, because I feel like we kind of overthink like a lot of what we do with social interactions. Just like people like you way more than you think. So just go for it, bro. Just go for it. Say hi to that person. Go to that thing, Like, what do you have to lose? That's what I would say.
So good. 63% of Gen Z is experiencing chronic loneliness. How have you found friends? How have you cultivated, authentic community?
Just like finding different communities, activities to be a part of, and then like not just taking everything at face value, like actually talking to people and trying to get to know them rather than just like staying in your dorm. Because if you just go to class, stay in your dorm all day, you're probably going to be lonely.
I think that there's different levels of friendship. So if you have friendships that are surface level friendships, you're probably not going to do a lot of life with. You have the people that you're playing sports with, that might be seasonal friendship, or are you developing lifelong friendships in the process?
And that's the goal.
So yeah, that's the goal. So I would say anybody who's in the season of an on-campus where it's still semi-built into your weekly routines or your school schedules, I'd say where are the deep, meaningful friendships, and Lord, reveal them to me in His due time, because I think that's what you want to hold on to. It's 30 years from now when you're passing through town, you call up your best buddy like, hey, is your house open? Like, we're coming through. Like, I'm from North Dakota, so it's like, it's one of those things where you knock on somebody's door, you see them in the yard, they're mowing, they stop everything. Yes, yeah, you're not inconveniencing anybody. They'll stop and spend time with you. It's not a friend will say, come in anytime, not I'll talk to you 6 months from now, let's get you on the calendar. I'm like, that, I see my doctor every 6 months. That's not how we want our friendships to be, so that's what I think of.
Isaiah, thank you, man. God bless. Appreciate you.
Thanks so much.
Did you have fun?
Podcast style for them.
Here with Young Adulting Today podcast, and be sure to like, subscribe, and share this message with other young adults. Comment below, where should we go next? What do you think, babe?
Ooh, we should go a lot of places. Let us know.